Ed's here? Ed's here. Okay. All right. All right. Just really proud of our guys. What a great win. I can tell you this, we've played a lot better and lost. So it's good to finally win one. Overcoming a lot of adversity, having to persevere, and just can't say enough about the heart of our football team, the passion. These guys they love each other, they believe in each other, they don't point fingers. A lot of opportunity. Oh, thank you. Lot of opportunities in that game for the team to splinter or deflate or whatever. And it didn't happen. They just kept playing and kept battling. And just so proud of them for that. No quit. And, what can you say about our defense? Defense was awesome. The whole game, it was, only fitting to really see the game end the way it did on downs on defense. So they're the number one offense in this league, scoring 35 points a game, and scored 13. And heck, we spotted the ball down there on our side a few times, and defense rose up, blocked a field goal, pick, fumble. Just really performed at a high level, and our defensive line I thought was dominant. Had 4 sacks, 278 total yards. They were passing for more than that a game. So again, Rennie Moore, 4th and 1. We had a lot of guys step up today and make some plays. Because we got a lot of guys out, but these guys stepped up. Jamie Harper played with a tremendous will to win out there. We had some sacks that brought a lot of our came off our rushing yards, which hurt us, but had some receivers step up. Marquand Jones, Bryce McNeil, Nuke Hopkins. Hey, what can you say for old KP? He needed to go over and sit for a while, and he came in there and he really played like a champion, and proud of him for how he performed down the stretch and made some big plays. Brandon Ford made a big catch, the only catch he had, but it was a big one. A big one to keep the chains moving. But this team has had its share of lumps, and they just continue to play. And obviously we've lost some close games this year. Every game has been just about every game has been a down-to-the-wire game, and that can take a toll on you, especially when you have some injuries. But these guys have just continued to run the race with endurance, and I'm awful proud of them for that. We again, making a lot of progress in a lot of areas that aren't often seen on the scoreboard. And today I'm happy that they were able to find a way to win on the scoreboard, but I'm more proud of the kind of character and heart that we have on this football team and this staff. And again, just a great win. Injury-wise, I think we're okay. I told Kevin Steele he's got to go to treatment in the morning at 9 a.m., but other than that, I think we're in pretty good shape, and no rest for the weary. Got another big one coming up this week, but we'll enjoy this one tonight, that's for sure, and keep moving forward.
Devin, what did you say to Kyle before he went back out there after you sat him down? You pointed to him and said something to him. Right,
just told him, let's go back to work. Let's go play. And he played well. He played well. I don't know, was he 20 of 29 or something? 20 of 29, 214 yards. Made some big throws. Unfortunately, we would have had a few more, but we had a couple sacks. We had 3 sacks. We had 3 sacks, and man, a couple of them were just doggone critical, because we had a play there and we weren't able to deliver the ball like we needed to, or we'd have had some more hay. But he played good. Obviously, there's so many crazy things happened in that game, I can't even remember all the things that happened. Lord, we're fumbling the ball, we're running for first downs. You get a first down, you fumble it back behind the line. It was bizarre. And but those guys just showed a lot of poise, a lot of heart, just kept playing. It's bottom line. And what a great example this football team is to a lot of people. They could have just throw their hands up. They didn't do it. They kept playing. That's what champions do. That's what winners do. And we got a lot of winners on this football team. Proud of them.
Coach Swinney, you've always coached with a great deal of emotion for the 2 years that I've seen you coach. But today seemed like a whole new level. And you would coach 3 football games by halftime. Coming off the field, any chance you'd share what you said to in your TV interview, because it looked like it was.
I don't know what I said. I don't really know what I said, but I told the team at halftime, just keep playing. You just keep laying it on the line like you have. You stay together like you have, and sooner or later we're going to rise up, and we'll get it right. I told the offense, listen, this will be our half, and I told them if we could just hang on and get to the fourth quarter, we'd win it in the fourth quarter. And that's what we did. We were able to win it in the fourth quarter, and Lord knows we had to overcome a whole lot today, a whole heck of a lot. But they did that, and all the credit goes to the players.
One of your players said that he was looking to you to keep them on course, because you tend to get animated and shrill when you're making mistakes like they were. Yet today you were calm and you kind of took them forward from that perspective. Is that calculated, or did you
I don't know if I was calm or not. I don't. You get so caught up in the game, in the emotions of a game, and living and dying on every play, especially when you're the head coach. It's not like you're just coaching offense or coaching defense. I mean, you're the head coach, and you're just literally and special teams, every play. It just is a grinding thing, and I just want it for these guys, because I know what we're doing. I know how hard they work. I know the spirit that we got, and I hope I helped them today. But again, all the credit goes to the players. They're the ones who play. I just try to keep us on course, but they got to go play, and they got to make the right choices. That's one of the things I talked to them about last night was, sometimes, you knock down but you get a choice. You can either quit or you get up, you chase them down and win the race. And they got up and they chased one down today. And so, we'll keep running.
Talk about finding a way to win despite 5 fumbles. We only lost 2 of them, but 5 fumbles, an interception, and there at the end, a bad snap on a punt that, that could have been, disaster. But figuring out a way to win, albeit ugly.
Well, you're not going to win many games like that. But as I said earlier, we've played some good football and lost. We've had our share of that. So, it's not against the rules to win ugly. And we did that today, so I'm awful proud of that. We've had some teams that have won ugly against us, to be honest with you. But it counts. And I'm just happy that they got it done. And that was the only goal. The only goal was to win. Just win the game. Expect to win, and talk to each one of them about just playing. They love playing football. They got an opportunity to go play. Have some fun. Don't worry about anything. Flush everything out. There's nothing matters about what's happened. Nothing matters about what's coming. Just play today. Just play today with all you got and play each play, and we'll have a chance. It worked out good for them today.
By the way, Jaden Harper kind of grounded out today. He said he was throwing up,
yep.
For him to have the number 1 role and score the last touchdown.
Yeah, Jamie was puking at halftime, but he just played his butt off. I mean, he played hard. He played with. I mean, how much heart can you have for one guy? I mean, he was grinding out some yards and laid it on the line for his teammates. So I'm just happy for him, and got Hot Rod in there a little bit, and it was good to get Taj in there some as well, and hopefully we can just grow from this, and we've won 3 out of 4, so hopefully we can kind of keep it going a little bit and try to have a good finish as we continue to try to become the team that we want to be. We got got to be consistent performers. You know, we got to have certain guys, you know, perform at a high level for us every week and not every other week and things like that. We got to be consistent in that regard, and you know, if we can do that, we'll have a chance.
Now, you seem to be particularly emotional on the field after the game. Was some of that coming out of overcoming both the negative that happened on the field today and maybe the negative, some of the things that are being said throughout the week?
Well, I don't listen to nothing negative being said throughout the week, so I didn't even know it was voting. If y'all remember that, correct? I don't keep up with that stuff, but my players do, and they hear that kind of stuff, and you have to constantly coach them about listening to the right things. And you know, today was just an emotional game. I mean, you know, it's a game of emotions, and today was a lot of peaks and valleys, but you know, it's emotional for me when I see a group of guys lay it on the line. And I see a group of guys that truly care about each other and love each other and, you know, respect their coaches and want to win. You know, it's one thing to want to win. You got to be willing to do what it takes. And these guys just made the right choices, and they've continued to do that. And they have played their hearts out. And it's not like when we've lost a game, it's been a team thing. It's really just been a guy here or there, you know, and we've had some costly mistakes. But it was good to see them be able to get the victory today, because I'm going to tell you, they have continued to hang in there. Despite what somebody says or whatever, these guys come in here and they sit in this meeting room and they are about the right things. And I'm just so proud of them. I mean, what a great example this football team is to a lot of people. And, you know, again, hopefully we can finish strong and continue to make progress as a program.
Talk about DeAndre Hopkins' ability to make some plays, especially when Kyle had a little bit of time. It seems like DeAndre was the guy that took advantage of that.
Yeah, Nuke's, you know, he's a freshman and just getting better and better. He's got, you know, the ability to catch the football in all kind of different ways. And it was a big touchdown that he had. He's starting to play a little faster as he continues to get more reps. Bryce McNeil, it's a shame he didn't get that touchdown before the half. He's coming on. And Bryce, you know, if we can just another off season, get him stronger, you know, we got to continue to develop him. He's going to be a great player. And Marquand stepped up. You know, Jerron Brown wasn't able to play. You know, Jerron Brown is as dynamic a guy as we have, and didn't have him today, didn't have Ellington. Those are two real playmakers. So those guys stepped up. And again, Brandon Ford made a huge play for us. It was his only catch, but it was a big one. Went down and got it, and proud of him too.
Any update on Ellington?
Yeah, we went and met with the doctor on Thursday, and you know, it's the doctor that's got to. The bad news is he's got to have surgery when the season's over. The good news is it's not anything long term or anything like that. It's the guy that's going to do it wrote the book on it, and he's done it 1,000 times, and is very confident in what he's got to do, and he'll be fine. But it's about a 4-month rehab, but you know, it's a procedure that he's very familiar with. The problem is, or not a problem is you can try to rehab it to where he could come back and play, and so that's what he suggests us doing. He can't hurt it any worse or anything like that, so we're going to try to rehab him, see if we can get him back to where he's ready to go play, and put the surgery off until after the season. But we'll just have to see how he responds to the treatment that they've laid out for him over the next week or so, and if he can come back and be ready for Wake Forest or South Carolina, then obviously that's going to make us better. But if he doesn't respond to the treatment, then we'll go ahead and have the surgery and move on. But good news is it's not anything long term or anything like that, but just a kind of a freaky deal.
Still a ligament strain?
Yes, it's a ligament, and it's some kind of little I don't know what the term for it is, but there's a little bone or a little bitty fragment in there or something that he's got to take out. You know, he just takes it out with this surgery that he does. So that's why he's got to do it. So it's basically a turf toe with a little something else in there. So that's about as best I can explain it. I just know he's going to be okay.